Okay, folks, so here is what we are having for dinner tonight. It's going to be instant pot chicken and dumplings. And here is the recipe and the method. Okay, our ingredients are some chicken, some flour, oil, green beans, cream of mushroom soup. You can use either cream of mushroom or cream of chicken. We got some salt, baking powder, some salt, pepper, and garlic powder, and some chicken bouillon broth. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get started cooking. Okay, so to the pot, I put our chicken in there. Okay, now you can use chicken breast or whatever you want to use, okay? I'm using this because my husband brought this in, and he wanted me to go ahead and use this to cook our chicken and dumplings. So that's what I'm doing. I thought that was really nice of him. So we're going to go ahead and add our chicken bouillon broth. Okay. There we go. Get some more of that bouillon out of there. There's going to be plenty of flavor though, really, because this is going in this. This is our seasoning mix, okay? It's our salt and pepper and garlic powder. Okay. And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to get the lid on this. Let's give this a whirl, just so that gets all in there. Okay, there we go. Okay, now that looks good. See? Let me back up a little bit. There we go. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and get the lid on it. And we're going to put it on pressure cook for 10 minutes. Whoops, went down one too far. Okay, and then we gotta press start. Now we're gonna go ahead and let it come up to pressure, okay? Okay, so it has come up to pressure, and we're gonna let it do its thing for 10 more minutes. Okay, so it has come to the end of cooking time for the chicken. So now we're going to quick release it. Okay, so this is what it looks like when I took the lid off the pot. So I'm going to go ahead and remove these chickens and let them cool and shred the chicken meat up. Okay, so I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, so now we're going to put it on saute mode. Okay, and I have shredded the chicken up, so I'm going to throw that in there in the pot. Okay. Oh, I forgot to press the start button. Okay, so saute, start. Okay, and now we're going to add our cream soup. Maybe. Ugh, yikes. Makes an awful sound, doesn't it? But it's going to taste good. Okay, now that mixture of mixed vegetables, it was just corn, peas, and green beans, but you can use the one with the carrots and all that in it, but I just happen to have the regular bags of vegetables, so I took a little bit out of each bag. Okay, and we're going to let this come up to a simmer. And meanwhile, we're going to make our dumplings. Okay, so now we're making our dumpling batter. I'm using the bowl that I had just shredded the chicken up in, but it's empty, so we can use it. So I'm pouring the flour, and then our salt, okay, and then our baking powder, and then our oil. Now I've got to get a half a cup of milk from the fridge. Okay, so I got our milk. There we go. And I'm just going to mix it up. Okay. Kind of like a pancake batter. And I'll be right back. Okay, so this is our biscuit, our dumpling batter, okay? So what I'm going to do is, once our broth comes up to, kind of a simmer, I'm going to drop this by little spoonfuls into that simmering broth. And I'll show you what that looks like in just a moment, once that gets back up to temperature. So as you can see, the broth has come up to a nice simmer. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a spoon of the dough and you're going to plop it into the broth. And you're just going to do that until you got a bunch of these in there. Okay. There we go. See how they're starting to fluff up already? I don't even have the lid on them yet. Okay. My husband had me make a double batch of that dumpling mixture because he really likes the dumplings. More so than the chicken broth, so there we go, like that. Alright, now I'm just going to continue doing this, and we'll be right back. Okay, so you can see that they're cooking, and we're going to cook them for about 5 minutes on each side, okay? So what I'm going to do is, in about 5 minutes, I'm going to flip these over. Alright. Okay, now I am going to flip over the dumplings. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes, so we're going to let them cook on the other side for another 5 minutes. And they're floating, so that's a good sign. There we go. Hey, buddy. Come on. Doesn't want to flip over, does it? There it goes. Okay. So, we're going to let those cook on that side for 5 minutes. Okay, so this is what they look like. See how they floated to the top? Don't they look good? Okay, I'm going to take them out and take a look at them. Okay, so this is what you are looking for. See how the inside is done like a biscuit? That's what you want. So these are done. Okay, so here is what they look like. And I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of the batter just like we did these. Okay, here's what the next batch looks like. And this one I did not flip over. I just put the lid on it and I let them cook for 8 to 10 minutes. Okay, so here is what they look like. And see, can you see? Okay, and that's with them with the lid on for the 8 to 10 minutes. Okay, or you can do them like my husband normally does them and just flip them over and cook on each side for 5 minutes. Okay, so anyway, this is that. And here it is plated up. Isn't that pretty? That should be decently nutritious. I don't know about the dumplings, but it'll be very tasty. So anyway, that's it. Okay? Wasn't too hard. Not really. So anyway, it's doable. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get eating. I hope you guys have a good night, and take care. And for all those that are curious, yes, we did get snow. Alright, so anyway, we got about a ½ inch. Not too much, but enough to make a small snowman. Alright, so you guys have a good night, and take care, and God bless you. See you next time. Well, we did get the snowfall that they promised. Yeah, we sure did. Okay, here is my snowman.